Good morning. Welcome to Top of the Morning by Mint, your weekday newscast that brings you five major stories from the world of business. It's Thursday, April 17th, 2025. This is Nelson John. Let's get started. Anmol Singh Jaggi, founder of Gensol Engineering, is facing a full-blown crisis, and it's dragging down his ambitious IPO plans. Just a day after Sebi barred Jaggi and his brother from holding executive roles or trading in securities over charges of fraud and forgery, investors in Matrix Gas, where 155 crore rupees was raised in a pre-IPO round, were told the IPO is off the table. At a tense investor meeting, Jaggi called the Sebi order one-sided and vowed to contest it. But legal experts say the regulator's action, even if not directly against the company, casts too long a shadow for any listing to proceed. Blu-Smart, the EV ride-hailing startup he backs, also faces an uncertain future. Once eyeing a 2026 IPO, the company is now facing operational complaints and investor jitters, reports Mint's T. Sundar and Varun Sood. It raised $220 million so far, but hasn't filed FY24 financials. To make matters worse, Gensol had lent over 380 crore rupees to Blu-Smart and Matrix Gas combined. As one proxy investor puts it bluntly, trust is broken. Anyone dealing with Gensol now faces a reputational risk. From fast-changing growth to a full-blown credibility crisis, Jaggi's empire is now in damage control mode. A one-day fix has triggered a frenzy in NSE's unlisted shares. India's largest stock exchange saw its investor base nearly triple from 22,400 to around 60,000 in just 3 weeks after it activated its ISIN code on March 24. Now, that change cuts share transfer time from months to just 1 day, a game changer ahead of NSE's long-awaited IPO. NSE shares are now liquid like any other security, said Narinder Wadhwa of SKI Capital. Earlier, every buyer had to wait up to 4 months while NSE vetted them under Sebi's fit and proper norm for market infrastructure institution. Now, the process is swift, with CSDL acting as the depository and demat accounts handling transfers instantly. The result? A flood of retail and HNI investors picking up small and large chunks of NSE stock, with shares trading between 700 rupees and 2,260 rupees recently. NSE's unlisted market cap is pegged at 4 trillion rupees, 5 times that of its listed rival BSE. With NSE still awaiting Sebi's nod for an IPO, this surge in shareholder interest signals one thing: the market is ready. The question is, when? Wipro just closed a tough year, and the road ahead looks even bumpier. India's fourth largest IT services company reported a 2.7% dip in annual revenue, its second straight year in decline, clocking $10.51 billion in FY25. Profit, however, jumped 19% to $1.54 billion, thanks to tighter cost control. But CEO Srinivas Pallia, now a year into the job, admits the outlook is shaky. The environment remains uncertain, Pallia said, pointing to global macro pressures and recent US tariff moves. Wipro expects revenue to shrink another 1.5 to 3% in the June quarter, its weakest start to a fiscal year in recent memory. The slowdown is most visible in Europe, where revenue fell over 7%. Even with wins like a $650 million deal with Phoenix Group haven't been enough to offset stalled client projects and delayed tech spending. But on the bright side, operating margins improved to 17.1%, and profit for the March quarter rose 6.4%. But growth remains elusive. Wipro added just 197 new accounts this year, down from 229, and its $100 million plus clients dropped by 5. As one analyst put, the trade war fog could cloud FY26 too. For Wipro, cautious clients may be the biggest hurdle to any real rebound. Isuzu Motors India is quietly becoming an export powerhouse. In FY25, the company clocked a 24% jump in commercial vehicle exports, hitting 20,312 units, up from 16,329 this year before. That makes it the top CV exporter in India for the year. This strong export performance is a testament to the world-class quality, reliability and performance of our vehicles made in India, said Toru Kishimoto, Deputy MD of Isuzu Motors India. At the heart of this growth is the company's Sri City plant in Andhra Pradesh. It supplies both the left and right-hand drive vehicles to a wide range of countries across Asia and the Middle East, from Nepal and Bangladesh to Saudi Arabia and Jordan. The company's 100,000th vehicle rolled out of the plant, recently marking a milestone since launching its Indian operations in 2016. Phase 2 expansions in 2020 added an engine assembly line and press shop. President Rajesh Mittal puts it simply, every vehicle we produce in India is built to the same global standards that define the Isuzu brand. As the company scales up, export and domestic reach is clear. Made in India Isuzus are on the move globally. As trade wars heat up elsewhere, India and the European Union are fast-tracking a deal of their own. The two sides are deep into negotiations on a long-pending free trade agreement, with the latest round in Brussels focusing on a key swap: lower tariffs on Indian textiles in exchange for reduced duties on EU alcoholic beverages. India currently slaps up to 150% duty on EU spirits, while the EU charges up to 14% on Indian textiles, which is a big disadvantage, especially compared to Bangladesh, which enjoys zero duty access. That's a big reason why India holds just 5% of the EU apparel market. A free trade deal could double our market share in 2 years, said Prabhu Damodaran of the Indian Taxpayers Federation, pointing to a potential boost in exports and 700,000 new jobs. The EU, in return, is pushing for a flat or phased tariff cut on alcohol, not the price-based model in India's deal with Australia. But Indian industry wants strict rules of origin to avoid trade loopholes. The clock's ticking. Both sides aim to finalize the deal by end 2025, with the next round of talks set for May in New Delhi. For India, this FTA could be a fabric to Flask win. Just a heads up, tomorrow is a trading holiday on account of Good Friday. That's all for today. Thank you for joining in. We're eagerly looking forward to our next Top of the Morning episode, where I bring you the latest from the world of business. Until then, this is Nelson John signing off. Have a great day and a restful long weekend.